country, Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and home to the Red Hawks. As we'll see, the winners of 7 straight, the Toledo Rockets, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Hawks will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Toledo Rockets offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Looking to pass. It's Gleason. Quick completion on the out route. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Across the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Let's talk for a second about Toledo. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
The Rockets are in the hurry-up. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toledo.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Miami Red Hawks offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Guys, let's talk about the Red Hawks. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And the Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Gleason. Snagged in the middle, it's Holly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Going over the top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Just keep slinging it. He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Rockets come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Rockets will try to move the chains on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The give to the back. Got room to work. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Rockets want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Gleason. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Tracy. running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Let's talk for a second about Miami of Ohio. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they fly.
Doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Red Hawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to pass. It's Finn. The short hands. It's Russell. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Red Hawks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After that disastrous 1st down, they're way back on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Rockets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Gets it to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And the Rockets are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Caught near the sideline, it's Jones.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Red Hawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Tracy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Back to throw, it's Finn. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Miami! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 11 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plugged it.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Dropping back, it's Finn. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Here's a hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Rockets line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Punts it out of the air. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. And the Redhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Finn. Got his man on the outside. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route, he got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Rudolph. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The sure hands, it's Holly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. To the air, it's Gleason. Caught. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Rockets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Rockets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Finn. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense We're going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass. It's Finn. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, elation on one side, deflation on the other, in the hotly contested battle for the wagon wheel. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Infocision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got the back over the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Rockets! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
31, Miami, Ohio, 24.
He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
That's caught. It's Williamson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Redhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Looking for room at the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Redhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Finn. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to go up top on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Redhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Boom. Grabbed in the middle. It's Russell. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They go to the wide receiver screen. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Not able to get it in, but there's not much downside in trying to punch it in on 4th down.
Now, I agree. This close to the goal line, 4th down, 4th quarter. This is a big moment right here. You be aggressive. You find that play that you really believe in. Try to go.
Touchdown, Redhawks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ohio delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Athens. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the MAC. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a man. It's Gleason. Going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the left. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Will not get there. 4th down stop. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. The Rockets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll move the tight end. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clubs, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.